Hello everyone. Today, let's talk about something we use every single day, yet might not truly understand: our own mind. This content is provided by the Buddhist Practice Association of Australia. We are going to explore what our true mind actually looks like, step by step, through a wonderful dialogue between a master and his students. Alright, to begin, I'd like everyone to look at the question on the screen and ask yourself, is your mind truly free? This mind of ours that spins non-stop every day, is it really the one in charge? Or, as you might feel, is it always being pulled away by something else? Our roadmap for today consists of 5 stops. The original face of the mind. How to simplify complex thoughts. The unique homework of a bodhisattva. Aiming for the ultimate goal. Finding the root of it all. Part 1. The foundation of understanding. First, we must clarify the difference between the conscious mind, the one we usually use to think and worry, and the true mind that we have always possessed. The comparison is very clear. The conscious mind on the left is the one we know well. It clings to things, feels bound, and is constantly thinking about how to achieve liberation. However, the master gave a brilliant metaphor for our wondrously bright true mind on the right. It is like a clean cinema screen. Think about it. No matter how much joy or sorrow is played out in the movie, is the screen itself affected? No, once the movie ends, the screen is still perfectly clean. This brings us to a core concept. Our true nature is not a goal to be reached through hard work. It is a fact to be realized. From beginning to end, it has been clean and free. It was never actually bound in the first place. Isn't that a subversive thought? Part 2. Simplifying the power of vows. Since our minds are inherently free, how do we apply this discovery to our practice? This next part is very interesting. It condenses complex vows into a powerful core. If we look at traditional vows, they are often long and profound. These goals are great, but the master reminds us that if we don't grasp the core point mentioned earlier, reciting a long list can actually make us get lost and lose sight of the priority. The master's method is brilliant. He shifts the focus from reciting words to present moment realization. The power doesn't come from how complex your sentences are. It comes from realizing deep in your heart, wait, my mind was never bound to begin with, so what is there to liberate? That realization itself carries infinite power. Part 3. The Bodhisattva's homework. This section starts with something counterintuitive. The idea that what hinders our practice isn't just bad things. Students in the dialogue ask, we understand how bad things become obstacles, but why can good things or good fortune merit sometimes become stumbling blocks? This is explained through a fascinating story. Once, there was a monk with immense accumulated merit. When he left the home life to become a monk, 7 kinds of treasures representing his good fortune manifested automatically and followed him everywhere. Can you imagine that? He wanted a quiet, simple life, but everywhere he went, things were sparkling with gold and jewels. This troubled him deeply because it wasn't what he wanted. These symbols of good fortune became his greatest burden on the path. The solution, that is the key. The Buddha told him, it is because there is a self there that these treasures follow you. When he truly realized no self, the letting go of the ego, attachment to I through his practice, the treasures could no longer find a master to follow, and they naturally vanished. This story teaches us that even the best things can become a rope that binds us the moment we become attached to them. This helps us understand why a bodhisattva makes such vast vows, such as Samantabhadra's vow of infinite repentance. Students were shocked by this, thinking, heavens, isn't that a job that can never be finished? Part 4. The ultimate goal. Now that we understand the foundation and the challenges, let's look further ahead. What is the ultimate goal? What does it mean to be like a Buddha? There are several visions of practice, but let's look at 2 key terms. Absorbing the Buddha's merits. The master used a very relatable analogy. He said the word absorb doesn't mean you go and rob the Buddha. It's more like a photocopier. You perfectly copy the Buddha's merits onto yourself. The original is still there, but you now have an identical copy, abiding in the Buddha's realm, 诸佛境界. What does this feel like? It means your understanding of things is direct and instantaneous. It's like when someone asks you what 1 + 1 equals, so you don't have to calculate it. The answer just simply appears. The Buddha perceived all things in this state of direct knowing, without the intermediate process of analytical thinking. Part 5. The root of everything. We've talked about the nature of the mind, vows, bodhisattva work, and the final goal. Now, we return to the beginning. What makes all of this possible? What is the most fundamental condition? The master used another great metaphor. Our mind is like a powerful lens that can focus light. But if the lens is covered in dust, even the strongest light cannot pass through. That dust represents our afflictions and habitual tendencies. Therefore, the first step to unleashing the mind's power is always to wipe the lens clean. At the end of the dialogue, the master asked a finishing touch question. If various cultivation methods are like good seeds, then what is the fundamental root that helps us plant these seeds and nourishes them to grow? The answer is simple: the spiritual teacher, a qualified teacher or guide. They are the ones who help you sow the seeds and look after your roots of goodness as they grow. This explains why so many scriptures emphasize associating with a spiritual teacher. Right at the beginning, it is the foundation of everything. Conclusion. As we conclude today's sharing, I would like to leave you with this question. Looking back at our own learning and efforts, where is the root of our practice planted? Have we found the solid and correct root for ourselves? This is perhaps the most important question we need to reflect on before we continue our journey forward.